Welcome to the Ben Daniel Podcast, where we're calling a spade a spade. LIN Dunn is no longer the Indiana Fever general manager, as Kelly Krauskopf, the new president, is already starting to clean house. Folks, within the first month that Kelly Krauskopf has showed up in Indiana, she has given us as fans more hope than we have seen the entire past WNBA season. We thought we were stuck with LIN Dunn. We thought we'd be stuck with Christy Sides. And I think we should be getting a new head coach hopefully before the season starts. New president of the Indiana Fever, Kelly Krauskopf, has officially told LIN Dunn, you need to leave your duties as general manager, but don't worry, you can remain with the Fever as senior advisor. Now, the new GM, the new CEO, not only is she a general manager going to be helping Kelly put together the team, but she's going to be the chief operating officer as well, bringing some of her business acumen, bringing her business knowledge. She was a large and vital role in the Dallas Wings being able to sell out 7 games this season, playing at 97% at College Park Center. The Wings established franchise best marks across key business metrics in 2023 and 2024. Cox, as the COO of the Dallas Wings, led the day-to-day operations and oversaw ticket sales, partnerships, marketing, communications, broadcasting, and community efforts. And now she is going to the gold mine, Indiana Fever. She is joining the hottest band in town, the CCFC. Amber Cox, welcome aboard. So nice to meet you. So nice to greet you. Please, let's keep the good times roll. Folks, it is a new day. Yes, it is. Because new day rocks. New day rock. You guys know the deal. New day rocks. Now, I believe that Christy Sides is somewhere in a... What's that? We have a picture of Christy. Folks, this is a picture of Christy Sides somewhere in a dark room looking out her window as doom and gloom begins to approach, as the reality is beginning to settle in that Christy Sides, her time hopefully is running up. Hopefully, this is the first domino to fall in the line of many when it comes to cleaning house of this Indiana Fever organization. First, it was a new president. Now we get a new GM, both of whom have been a part of championship winning teams. Kelly Krauskopf was a part of the last time the Indiana Fever won the WNBA championships. This new COO, Amber Cox. Folks, Amber Cox, she was a part of the WNBA championships when the Phoenix Mercury won it in 2007 and 2009. She also spent some time as being the vice president for sports for the Connecticut Sun, where she led all revenue generating operations. During her time in Connecticut, the Sun reached the 2019 WNBA Finals while experiencing growth across all business metrics. We are seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. And right now, in Christy Sides' mind, you have to be assuming, you have to be guessing to yourself, she is going over these exact thoughts.
She loves me not. 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 She loves me not.
And it ends, she loves me not. She is finished. Hopefully, the time is fading away. Hopefully, we can get a new batch of talent in the door in Indiana to hopefully, and I mean hopefully, continue to turn over the new leaf. Folks, this is big news coming out of Indiana. Of course, LIN Dunn still as a senior advisor. That's fine. She's not going to have nearly the amount of pull that she had previously. She's not going to have nearly the amount of pull, the amount of dictatorship, the amount of this is what we need to do that she had previously. Yes, she came out of retirement to help lead some of this rebuild, and LIN DUNN, your job here is done. No pun intended. Your job here is done, no pun intended. You did the tank job masterfully. You got us Aaliyah Boston. You got us Caitlin Clark. Priority number one, we brought this up yesterday, re-sign Kelsey Mitchell. Make sure we keep the best players that we have on this team. Don't fall victim to the sack of potatoes. Let's keep the top 6 that I mentioned yesterday, and let's start rebuilding through free agency. Now, something that people are also noticing, her last stop was in Dallas. A big free agent this offseason is Satou Sabali. Now, I know Satou is saying that I'm going to be a Dallas Wings forever. But when people around you start leaving, sometimes the grass is greener on the other side. Sometimes the grass is greener on the other side. And what I think free agents want to know before stepping foot in the Indiana door is who's in charge? Who's running the show? Wait, who's the president? I don't want to go there. Oh, Kelly's the I want to go there. Wait, who's the GM? LIN DUNN? I'm good. Oh, you got a new GM, Amber Cox. Oh, I want to go there. Wait, who's the coach? Christy Size is still the Ooh, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. But will we get a new coach that will be even more attractive to lure these free agents to Indiana? If we can get a Satou, if we can get an Izzy Harrison, if we can get a Julie Van Lowe, if we can get some of these players, Misha Hines-Allen, if we can get some of these players that are lurking in free agency that understand, you are what you say you are, a superstar. If we can get some role players that understand they're not superstars, that understand that they need to just be a star in their role, then yes, this team is going to make a deep run next season. Another year of Caitlin Clark. She finally gets an off season to actually work on her game. Think of that. She played 10 straight months from the beginning of the Iowa season to the end of the WNBA season. She played from nearly November to September. 10 months. Caitlin Clark's playing basketball with a 2-week Olympic break, and we saw how good she came back post-Olympic break. Imagine what we see post-offseason. Imagine what we see from her and Aaliyah Boston working together in the offseason. Kelsey Mitchell, hopefully we re-sign Kelsey Mitchell, and she finds a newfound excitement in wanting to get better and wanting to improve. Lexi Hull, newfound excitement in wanting to get better, wanting to improve. We can come back bigger, badder, stronger than ever. We just need to make sure that head on the top of that snake isn't Chrissy Sides. We need to make sure the leader of these women isn't Chrissy Sides. We need to make sure that it's a coach that everybody will respect. Everybody will understand. And it seems like we weren't the only ones waiting for this move to go down. As soon as this was posted on Instagram, Caitlin Clark ran to her Instagram account, boop, like that really quick. Imagine Caitlin Clark is starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel. Caitlin Clark is starting to see, oh, okay, we're slowly beginning to get in win now mode. We're slowly beginning to take this thing serious. And the next step in taking this serious, unfortunately, for one, Christy Sides, it has to be you, Christy. Unfortunately, it has to be you. You are the weakest link. Goodbye. A storm is coming in Indiana. And by storm, I don't mean Asia Wilson. Let's talk about it, folks. Asia Wilson continues her assault on Indiana Fever fans. I don't want to harp too much on this. Let's just get this out the way. Asia Wilson did a crybaby interview with ESPN where she was just victimized, painted herself as the victim, cried, whined, said nothing's ever good enough. Why me? Why me? Why am I a villain? All the victimhood mentality stuff we've been accustomed to seeing from a large amount of these women this whole entire year. But a specific quote that stands out, and we're going to go over this, was the question, and here's the answer. The WNBA has taken off the past few years, but it's weird to see it this year. This is the question. It feels like a lot of black women in the league have been criticized. Has that been a downer? Now, this in the court of law is considered objection leading the witness. If we could frame any question to get the answer that we want to get, for the most part. And when you have players so blindly yet so willingly wanting to take the bait and wanting to talk about these subjects, of course, Asia Wilson is going to jump on it the first chance she gets. Of course, Alyssa Thomas is going to jump on it the first chance she gets. Of course, Dejanay's Mustard, Carrot Top Carrington is going to jump on it the first time she can't. Asia Wilson says, it really has. In my sense, because it feels like it's not like we're timid, but it's like you don't want us to do stuff. You just don't want us to hear the noise. It strips us from the genuine happiness and pureness and love of the game. Just like, I don't even want to go down this road. I know it's going to be some idiotic person that's going to talk crazy, and then I have to continue to take the high road. When has Asia Wilson ever taken the high road? That gets exhausting. That's something that I've really seen this year that I've never seen before. It's just like, damned if you do, damned if you don't. And you constantly have to live in that life for 4 months, and over time it's just, ugh. I dreaded being in Indiana. Not because it was like the city or nothing. It was just like, I don't want no shit to pop off. Folks, these are the killers in Indiana that Asia Wilson is scared of. These are the cold-blooded assassins waiting for Asia Wilson to take the floor and play the Indiana Fever. In fact, I actually have a picture of here. Asia Wilson getting pressed via a message through Aaliyah Boston. Can you pass along a message to Asia for me? Tell her to stay out of Indy or shit's gonna pop off. That's right, folks. The gauntlet has been laid down. The 6, 7, and 8-year-olds are scaring Asia Wilson out of Indiana. Let's not talk about all the other cities. Let's talk about all of the killers in Indiana, all the mothers and fathers and families in Indiana that want to do nothing but just enjoy watching basketball. Those people are the worst types of fans ever. Asia Wilson, you have to be out of your mind. You know when things popped off? When De'Erica Hamby visited Las Vegas for the first time since getting traded for allegedly being pregnant. And what did Las Vegas Aces crowd do? They booed her. They booed her in front of her children.
I don't understand.
Neither do I. See, Google doesn't even understand. That's crazy. That's they don't even, Google doesn't even understand what I just said. De'Erica Hamby got traded for allegedly being pregnant. She filed a lawsuit against the Aces, against the WNBA for all types of discrimination, workplace violations, etc., etc. And what happens next time she visits Vegas? They boo that woman. But next, what happens when she visits Indiana? They cheer that woman. Seems like conflicting stories, if you ask me. Seems like what Asia Wilson said was a bunch of hogwash, a bunch of hoopla, if you want to know my opinion. Again, these players can't help themselves but to act like victims. Asia Wilson says, damned if you do, damned if you don't. It's never really been like this because people that actually know basketball have never paid attention to the WNBA until this year. I've said this multiple times. WNBA players, by and large, want supporters. Because supporters will kiss your ass no matter what. Fans will hold your feet to the fire. Fans will hold you accountable. Fans will say, well, I don't care that you had 27 points. You shot 11 for 28. That's pathetic. Fans will alert you to that reality. Again, 25 years of supporters kissing these players' ass. 25 years of huge arenas only filling 3,500 seats on a good day. And now that fans are here that actually know the sport, Asia Wilson and all of her victimhood sisters are a little off-put by it. They weren't ready for the limelight. They say they want the spotlight, but they don't want it. They don't want it at all. Shout out to Jennifer Hutt. They don't want the spotlight. It's the Ben Daniel Podcast, where we're calling a spade a spade. Asia Wilson, get off your therapy couch. Therapist asks, I see. And are the Fever fans in the room with us now? Oh, man, everybody on Twitter is extremely creative. Asia Wilson, get off your therapy couch. Get off your victimhood mentality nonsense. Because the act is wearing thin. Even on your own fans, the act has to be wearing thin. It's the Ben Daniel Podcast. We're calling a spade a spade. Folks, it is a new day. Yes, it is. We got the new president. We got the new GM. And hopefully soon, we'll get a new coach. Appreciate all the support. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. As always, we'll talk to you later. Take it easy.